so I can chat with you guys before Travis comes in 6 minutes. So I hope you guys are doing well. Tomorrow I will have Pauline and David Samushia as our guests, and Saturday will be a hot day because Matt Mask and Nugo Shikadze, they will be our guests. Hello, Jay Lifts. Paul Wade. Hello, my friends. In 5 minutes, Travis is going to join us. Yeah, King of the Table 14 in Istanbul will be incredible. Hello, my friends. Hello, Arch. XAYC. I don't know how to pronounce your name. EC. Hello, my friend. Brian says Travis beats Levan. John waiting on Travis as usual. Hi, Engin. Yes. I started early. It's not Travis's fault. I came here like 6 minutes before we agreed with Travis. Hello, Andre. Your name is Irakli. Okay, Irakli. So you are from Georgia. Zeman. Engin, is Hermes using fake weights? I mean, I don't think so. Matt M. Hey, Engin, would you ever consider doing stadium-style seating for the live crowd so people aren't so far away? We are. I mean, what do you mean, like stadium, like a basketball place? Seki Taprol, welcome to the first official episode of Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast. Okay. Hello, Brian. Hello to Ireland. Lorenzo. Hello. The community thinks that Levan said about fake weights because you said to him, no, the community doesn't think those kind of things. That is your probably invention. Jorge, what is your prediction for final score between Hermes and Levan rematch? I don't share my opinions about the matches. Yeah. Why does Travis Dadikyan spell wrong names intentional? I don't know. I can ask him, but I think he should be caring more. See, he came 2 minutes earlier. That's good. That's unexpected, Travis. Hello, Travis.
What
What's
up?
up? How are you? Good?
How you feel?
I start training.
I know.
The weights are going up. Weights are going up, but still like between 50 to 60%. But it will come. It will come quick. I don't think I need to be 100% to beat Mindagos anyways, yeah. yeah, like around like 85, 90 is okay, Yeah.
Do you think that he'll still bow down to you and let you set the grip and let you control everything, or do you think he'll fight back?
He will never do that. It's your imagination, probably.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just close my hand and I just beat him right away, like
everyone's scared. Everyone's scared to re-grip and rise against you.
Why?
They don't want to. Well, because you're the boss. They don't want to piss the boss off.
Come on, I have been organizing event last 2-3 years. I competed 30 years, and not in the organizations that I compete. The majority of my wins were in US with 2 UFC referees and rest of the athletes being from US. So just
Well, yeah, but you were really strong then.
I mean, I
Now,
have always been strong.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now we don't know.
Like for example, when I beat you, the referees were American as well, right? So I was yeah, okay.
Yeah. But no one watches overalls Ingen anyway.
No, they do. Yeah.
What's up? Is
Anyway,
that a new sweatshirt, new apparel? What you got?
what do you say?
The apparel, the sweatshirt looks new, brand new.
No, this is from Tbilisi event. I
Wow, it
mean,
looks
like
clean.
during the Tbilisi event, yeah.
It's popping. It's popping right now in the HD. Is that blue or purple?
It's blue.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks
So how
good.
are you?
I'm good. I've been traveling like crazy. I just got back from Chicago late last
Mm-hmm.
night.
Mm-hmm.
So just, it never stops. Nothing ever stops.
Yep, you're right. You're right. So, generally, how did you like the next event card, King of Table 14?
Oh, man. Come on, man.
Is good?
Yeah. It's up there. It's close to Tbilisi. It's
Yeah,
close to Tbilisi. It's good. Yeah, it's really good.
yeah. Okay, so you ready to discuss about the matches?
I am. Listen, let's start from the top to the
No,
main event.
let's start from the down to the
Ah,
top.
man, well, we don't see what I mean about this is like me and Mendagas. We trying to arm wrestle you right now. We tell the referee set grip. He's like, no, get
No,
ready. Put your
come
elbow
on.
down.
Okay, do you remember Petro Marharint?
Of course.
Yeah, he had a win against Zurab and he had a win against Nugo.
Yeah.
And this is the guy that I think you were there, right, when he won the tournament in Moldova. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, so
Bad
he's
dude. Bad dude.
yeah. I mean, it's very hard to top roll him. And his opponent is Lachlan. And people may underestimate Lachlan, but Krasimir said that Lachlan was very strong, and Krasimir really had to use his experience and speed to beat him. If you remember their match at the Dubai event,
Yes.
and yeah, I have seen Petro Marharin versus Krasimir in 2022 WAP Wars, and it was a battle. Krasimir and him, they had a long battle. Okay, how do you see this match?
I mean, well, let's talk about his opponent more. So we've only seen him one time, right?
Talking
And
about
he's,
Petro Marharin? Yeah,
yes.
yeah. We have seen him twice. Yeah, he beat Zurab, but Zurab was still coming back from the he broke his humerus, and yeah, and then the first match was I think Nugo. Yeah, but beating Nugo is something. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Listen,
But he was losing 2-0, and then he came back and beat him 3 times.
yeah, this 50-50 for me. I mean, I'm really like, I don't think I have enough information. I think that, I think it's going to be good. So I really don't know who will win that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think that, like you said, as soon as you beat Nugo, you're real. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we'll say Petro 51%.
Hmm.
How do you see
Okay.
it?
I mean, you know that I don't share uh, prediction.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
staying outside, right? Both pullers outside, right?
No, they will go inside most likely.
Right away.
You talking about Petro and
Yeah, you're saying
Lachlan?
first match
I
right
think they will.
away.
I don't know if one of them will try to go outside, but I
Yeah,
mean
I
they
mean, if
both
they
they
both
they
go,
both trust
yeah,
their inside game. Like Margarin is just curling and like this way. But if he does something different this time, I don't know.
yeah. But I mean, I just think that he's going to try to take Lachlan's. I think Lachlan wants to hook. He's going to hook, and he's got a chance to. I mean, listen, Lachlan's got to make it a match going into
Hmm.
the card. Going into the card, unless you have firsthand knowledge on day-to-day operations, on Lachlan's condition. I mean, you'd have
I
to.
will tell you something. One thing: if Lachlan tries to top roll Petro Marharin, I don't
Okay.
think it's a good idea because I have seen even Revas couldn't top roll him. Yeah, so his wrist, even Nugo when beat him, it was like more like sideways, not taking his wrist, but just it is like in that category, like to top roll him. I don't know. I would like to see Devon trying to top roll Petro Marharin.
Right. So I'm
Other
thinking
than
that,
that, I don't see anyone top rolling him.
yeah, I'm thinking Lachlan could get top rolled a couple times before it just ultimately maybe he sees how strong his hook is. So I hope Lachlan is stronger than ever so that he goes in a hook early and
Mm-hmm.
we can see that. Because as long as it's close, then I think Lachlan can have his best chance of pulling it out. He just has to be
Mm-hmm.
careful that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
he doesn't get leveraged out right away.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's
Mm-hmm.
worse than being top rolled by a guy that can beat you in a hook too. Even if the hook match is close, so
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be close. We'll see. Petro, 51%, and I'm rooting for Lachlan.
Okay.
And be bigger. I hope Lachlan is, because listen, Lachlan to me already went to the dark side and is intense about being big, mean, and he really wants it. It's just, nothing's worse than really wanting it right now and being really good because there's
Mm-hmm.
a chance that the competition is just better. I mean, it's tough up there, boy. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how big Lachlan can be because it is 105 category, and I think that is the lowest Lachlan can make. And okay, next match is Zurab Taberizze Georgi Tautiev.
This is going to be tough for Zurab. I mean, I think he's going to, no one wants to be an arm wrestling champion as much as Zurab. He's eager to get back at it.
Mhm.
I'm rooting for him, but the odds are that,
Yeah,
after
Travis,
the
sorry
injury,
for
it's tough.
cutting you guys. You hear the athletes sound during the event. There was a few matches in the last event that there was a microphone problem. Just if you just watch the other matches, you will see that the microphone was working. And some people talks like like I have anything to do with it. I was like 10,000 kilometers away from that. I had no idea what was going on there. So just please, if you want to enjoy the podcast, you are more than welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just some people just don't come here to enjoy. Just they come provocation. Oh, there is a podcast with Engin. Let's do some shit. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
All right, getting back. Where were we at? What are we talking about?
yeah.
Which
We,
match?
we were talking about Zurab versus Tautiev. You remember
Yeah,
Tautiev?
of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, big, long. This is going to be tough for Zurab. I think we all want to see Zurab successful, but this is an uphill battle. I think that he's got to be way
Mm-hmm.
back to get back on that stage and be the man again. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm rooting for him. Zurab
Yeah,
could be in trouble. He could be in trouble.
yeah, yeah. So you
Have you
are you
talked
are
to
saying,
him? Does he feel like he's
yeah, he
taken
feels
enough
very
time?
strong. Yeah, yeah, he feels very strong. Yeah. And yeah, so let me go to the next match. That very very good matches. I don't even. Okay, let's go to the ladies match. Egle versus Joselyn.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I really do not know how good Joselyn is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it
Yeah, but
appears that she's pretty good.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it and also too with Sarah, like I'm looking on social media, I'm talking to Artem, I'm talking to the guys in Florida. They're telling me Sarah is at another level, training hard, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
seeing her on Instagram and she comes there, she looks amazing. That match didn't look that close. And
I mean,
what,
the last round it was.
yeah, but you
Yeah.
know what the biggest problem with that last round was? Is after speaking with Joselyn, she thought that last round was going to be an opportunity for her to take control, look and do her little pose, and she had a little emphatic way she was going to end it all. And then all of a sudden, Sarah doesn't cooperate and gets locked in there. But
Mm-hmm.
according to Joselyn, there was still not a whole lot of trouble. And then, according to Sarah, for her to end up giving it up when I thought that if she thought she was in the match, more time to even grind more. So I'm not sure about that round 3 of which one what I want to truly believe. But
Okay, what do
there's
you
a
believe?
chance. There's a
What?
chance
What?
Jocelyn's really strong, like
Yeah,
really
she is.
strong.
She is. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that from an East versus West perspective, from the fans, right? And this may be just me, Ingen. I know you appreciate the true art when it comes to the champions showing their valor and keep on winning. But the fans want to see the champ lose. And for us to feel comfortable about someone beating Bara, we need Joselyn to handle Egle. I don't know if it'll happen. If it's close, then I really am not sure that we have someone yet. But from a fan, from a guy who once is rooting for eventually for all the champs to lose, and then once they become the champs, for them to lose too. So I believe that Joselyn represents someone that we could get behind to go
Yeah.
against Bora, but she has to take care of Egle pretty convincingly.
Yeah, listen, it doesn't have to be like that way because um, to me, Jocelyn is still new. And even if she would barely beat Egle, it means a lot. It means that a year from now, she will be even much better because some athletes are really at their limits. I don't think that she is anywhere near her full potential.
If she wins super easy, does she have to arm wrestle Gabby before she gets a title shot or no?
I mean, listen, if she wins super easy, it means that she's ready for a title match. Yeah,
So,
but beating Egle is super easy. Do you remember Egle's match with Sarah?
yeah, that's the
I mean,
problem.
that
Yeah.
that 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 was like easier than the match that Jocelyn
If
won.
you take away the third match, I would say those first 2 rounds are equal for both of them. And if I'm the just giving you some information that Jocelyn had an explanation on why that third match, and even with her kind of posing, uh, she definitely didn't treat that round according to her like she could have. So, but listen, like I said, I just want to root for anybody that has a chance to beat the champ. So, Jocelyn, I say that you have 2 paths. You get in a long, awesome match with Egle. The fans love the match, but now all of a sudden, we still think it's only Bara and Gabby's are the two. If you go through Egle 3-0, 4-0, whatever the scenario, 3, right? Best out of 5. And if she handles that business, I believe she, like you said, perhaps gets to skip and go right to the champ, and that we would be behind her looking for an upset.
I think that whatever she will perform on May 10th, she will perform much better 6 months later, a year later. So I mean, I will not. I will like as long as she wins. I don't care how difficult it will be. But I'm saying, telling you, beating Egle is a very very hard thing to do. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
yeah. There is a question. Why Alijan is not competing? Alijan just fasted for 1 month. From sunrise to sunset because of month of Ramadan, and he did not, yeah, prepare well. So he just needs a little bit more time. Yeah. So okay, you just said different things. Like you explain different things than the prediction. Like,
Oh,
what is
I
your
got you.
prediction?
Yeah, so you're right. Yeah, my
Yeah.
prediction is Jocelyn 65%, 65-35.
Jocelyn, 65%.
Yeah, because I know what I want, right? And
Oh,
I
listen,
want,
listen. Are you gonna tell us what do you want or what do you believe?
this is what I want to believe. I want to believe that
This is what you think. This is what you think
yeah,
that she's gonna come and beat Egle. This what you
yeah,
think?
yeah.
Okay,
She's gonna
okay.
come. She's
Listen,
gonna
as long as you're telling me what you think,
yeah. That's what
all
I.
is
That's
okay.
yeah.
But
And
don't tell me what
also,
you want. Tell me what you think. Yeah, but it's
I
okay.
mean,
Yeah.
is part of what I hope happens has to be a part of my prediction. So I'm saying my prediction is 65-35 in favor of Jocelyn.
Listen, that is like someone like Egle has like 20 something times like world title, and she could have probably reached to 30 if she didn't quit. She left WAF and Europeans because she didn't have opponent in her category. She was just going there and winning and going home, you know. So
Listen,
so what I'm just
I
saying
heard
that
it. I heard it in both uh, Fia and why am I not saying the name? Tell me. Patterson, Carolina.
yeah.
Both of them, they would have lost their every dollar, everything they own before Bora and Egla's match. And I heard them; they were
Oh,
very confident.
they were betting on Egle against Barbara.
Yes,
Ah,
very
okay.
confident,
Ah,
very confident. So
ah,
trust me,
okay.
this is not the Travis hates Egla thing. I don't really know Egla that well. I
Mm-hmm.
saw her against Bora. It didn't look close that day. So for
Yeah, yeah,
me,
yeah, yeah.
I'm looking on and then I'm seeing Egla beat Sarah. I'm seeing Joselyn beat Sarah. The only thing that's different is match 3. I get a small explanation from that. And now it's easy for me to jump on the North American train and go with Joselyn 3-0 and ready for Boris is set it up right away.
Okay, let's go to very tough match. Kamil Yablonski, Georgi Dizerano left arm match.
Yeah, I don't think it's that close. Yeah, I don't think it's that close.
What do you mean?
I don't think it's that close. I believe in my heart that there are 2 guys, right? 3 guys, because I didn't realize Morozov was so good. But he is so good and he's so young. And Levon may be in that group. It may be 4. We can argue whether Devin's in that group at 5. And then, of course, you can add on the Alajans and all those, right? But to me, we have our top guy. The right guy has the belt, and Vitaly is the guy. And I'm telling you, it was so close between him and Kamil. And just like you said,
Okay,
Jocelyn,
Travis, you know about arm wrestling. The question: top rolling Kamil is the most difficult thing taking his wrist. He gives it himself, right? Okay. So the question, like when Dizarano lost against Vitali, did he lose because of his arm strength or his hand didn't handle Vitali's top row? It was
of
right
course,
that way, yeah.
yeah,
So
wasn't
what
even,
I'm
yeah.
just saying that in any case, if both Vitali and Dizarano is able to go outside, then where do you put your money about the arm strength, against Kamil? Because like you're taking the Kamil's hand anyways, he's just giving to you. So who do you think has the stronger arm in such case? Is it Vitali or is it Kamil?
It is Kamil.
No, no, sorry. Is it Vitali or is it Zerano, the arm strength? Sorry.
That's the question, right? That's the question.
Yeah.
I don't, I am, I am not saying anything about the Zernov. He's awesome. He may at the end of this be way stronger than I think. But in my opinion, that you have to manipulate the hand and wrist of Kamil, but you have to do it surgically. Your upper body has to stay in the right place, or you can do what Vitaly did and overwhelm him. But it's not easy to continue to overwhelm him. And when I saw him get a bite on Vitaly at all, it is going down crazy. You made a comment to me a year and a half ago, and you said, Travis, if I were to set you up with Kamil, it would be like he stepped on your hand with 2 feet. Not one, he put both feet. I
Because
think
you are
that this
type of
guy,
guy that also like you are great about taking in like Laletin, but I don't know how much arm power you guys have.
I agree. I hope, and I'm just telling you that I think that underneath in a hook, it's going to be even more overwhelming. And that Kamil,
How about if like have you seen like who tested Kamil's inside yet? You know, I saw Morozov with right arm, and once he hooked him, he was able to pin him easier than I think the top roll. So what
yes,
I'm just saying, what design goes inside, and what if Kamil's inside doesn't end up as we all are thinking? Because
yes,
you
then
do you
that's the question right
yeah
there.
yeah
But
yeah
I'm
yeah.
just telling you that I think that Kamil is so offensive that it's going to be a press against a hook. It won't ever be hook first hook.
No, but once you hook him, he has to go. He cannot do this anymore. You know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you hook him, and then you get, like you said, he puts both feet on it, and the hook opens right up, and he's just gone. Like, it's like if you're not careful with Cataret, and because you need to get his hand, but he's going to give it to you. You just need to make sure that you are ready for him not turn it right in and push you right down. Kamil, I think left-handed, top dog. It's only a matter of time before he's the champion of the world. This could be the first step of, because listen, here's the real truth. If he can be beat by just staying inside and hooking him, he knocked that out. And then he also has to be careful that he never gets taken out leverage. And then I don't think it's going to be much longer that he'll end up beating Vitaly as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Kamil's awesome left-handed, substantially better left-handed than right-handed.
Yeah. Okay. So you are saying Kamil is gonna beat him?
Kamil's going to beat him, and Kamil's going to beat everybody you put up against him left-handed for the next 4 years.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to the match with the probably the most energy in the world.
Yeah, it's going to be close, man. Matt is ready. Nugo is awesome. I mean, Matt's either, if it stays outside, he wins. And then if somehow Nugo can just keep it inside, he's going to win.
Nugo is not a hook puller either. You know.
Right, but he's got to have a bite. He's got to have a bite along
I
with
don't
that
think
track.
that Nugo can hook. I mean, even Krasimir couldn't hook Matt. So only like with the like longer leverage people like Jordan and yeah, but it will be a battle like back pressure versus back pressure. Who is his wrist will handle, then will win that match most likely.
There's a chance Matt's even better than we know, me and you, because we can't ignore Matt's past. But I'm telling you, he's different.
Mm-hmm.
He is absolutely different right now. Hey, text Robert right now and tell him we're on YouTube clip together.
Yeah.
He's trying to get a hold of me right now.
He's trying to get okay. Yeah.
He said, "You haven't responded. Call me now." I'm like, "Well, I can't call you right now, but I will call you after this. I'll call him after this."
Yeah. Okay. So you are saying that Matt is gonna win, or?
I don't know.
But what do
really
you think
impressed.
about Nugo?
I think he's awesome. I think he's got a great showman. He doesn't look like he is as awesome as he really is. Mm-hmm. So, if he wins this is awesome. But if Matt continues, there's a chance Matt's really good right now. Like, I'm not sure. How do you have a feeling about how you under Babayev's shape was?
I have no idea. I cannot say, because if I say it wasn't good, then we will be taking credit away from Matt. Yep. So he came there And during the podcast, he said he was in his best shape, and this is what he said. And they pull and Matt won, but Matt impressed me even when he pulled against uh,
Marcio.
Marcio. Yeah, he beat him in the last round. He went inside, and Marcio should be doing like this to him, but it wasn't like that even inside, And yeah, so that was very interesting. That was very interesting, and I don't even know like how it will go, how it can go. Like, listen, when it is top roll versus top roll, I mean, like, and then one goes like this and one goes like that. So I mean, so you know how it is. Yeah.
This is gonna be a high energy match, and I am rooting for Matt Mass. And I believe that this is like after this one, if Matt's as dominant as we have seen him, I mean, then it's time.
Hmm.
It's time to like, yeah, he's not. We might as well
Hmm.
forget about
Hmm.
that 3 years ago when he or 2 years ago when he had that span where he was in trouble. That guy's not around no more. This new guy's awesome. I mean,
Hmm.
he even took so much control of Marcio. We didn't
Hmm.
even Marcio wasn't even in the game enough to
Yeah,
foul
yeah.
and to be
Something
erratic.
happened. Something happened to Matt. I don't know what happened. If it became he became more healthy, or some.
Vita cell biologics,
I don't
stem
know what it
cells.
is. I don't know
Yes,
what it
he done
is.
got his stem cells, and it actually he
Yeah,
had a legitimate injury, and now he does not have that injury. That's my belief.
yeah. I mean, possible. I don't know. Matt had some losses. He lost against Andres. He lost against Prudnik. He lost against Frank Lamparelli, and but these people are also very strong guys.
No
But the
doubt.
guys that Matt recently beat are also very strong guys. So I don't know. I don't know what to think.
105 is a great category. Great
Yeah,
category. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He looks huge. He looks huge when he's there.
Matt. Yeah,
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 Matt lost
yeah.
to Grundy too. He did lose to Grundy. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
We
Okay,
when are
so
we going to see Bacho again? Are we going to see Bacho soon?
yeah, we will see. We will see. Yeah, I think he's gonna compete Europeans soon, and then yeah, we will see him again. Okay, Ivan Matushenko versus Sergey Kalnichenko.
Man, this is going to be good, man. This is good. I just like, yeah. I mean, Matashenko, man, it's so hard to root against him. So hard.
Listen. I will tell you. I will not tell you my opinion or no prediction, but if Sergey is planning to top roll Ivan, it may be a mistake. If he's trying to get out of his hands, because that is, I think that probably pound for pound, he must be one of the best guys that with the hooking ability, like getting someone inside. Yeah, yeah.
And not only that, like it's clear to me that he doesn't even have, he doesn't even necessarily do it with elbow movement. He does it with his connection. He is connected for whatever reason that that pressure in his hand creates a wrist curl and not any sort of losing. He's he's special, man. The only thing that scares me is that every once in a while you can beat him in a hook. His
Yeah, no,
opponent.
that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. If Sergey is preparing a very good hook, then we may see something really tough. But top rolling, I don't know. The worst part about trying to top roll, you try to top roll, somebody puts you in hook, then it is very hard to continue in hook as well, because you bring your shoulder back and your pronator is turning. Then it is kind of too late. You need to be very quick and come back.
No
And
doubt. And it
yeah.
usually, if you try to top roll, it's not effective. It's usually the last time that you can even attempt it. It just seems to be like once you miss it or you get put in the hook, all the muscles that you were trying to use just get, it's like you're all of a sudden your hand is conditioned and that it's turning easier and easier every time. It's,
Hmm.
but on the flip side, you almost have to try early because you know how difficult he is in the hook. So, if it's one of those things that if I don't try early, and I could have gotten him out of position and kept his wrist straight, or, potentially top rolled him. And then I find out that I thought I could only hook him. It was a close hook match, but now I'm down 1-0 and I have no ability. Like, it's over. After being in a hook for 20 seconds, that thing's going in a hook for the rest of the matches. I'm going to say Matenko, but it's just a close one. This is close. And listen, here's another thing. I felt really awkward with, I thought that Sergey's hand felt soft. But once they said go, it was small. He got a small hand like me, but it was like iron. His fingers were very crazy.
Yeah, but if your opponent is a hook puller, your fingers don't really matter so much. I mean, he won't be even here. He will be coming in you, so your fingers
Right,
won't
but
be
what
having
else I've learned is if my hand and fingers, if I come into the match with a ton of confidence, then what it allows me to do is take my grip underneath of that hooker. And then if that hooker was a top roller, I would be at a slight disadvantage if we were both top rolling. But I can give up. I can give up my ability to go crazy with a top roll because I know that you are only interested in hooking.
So, but in such case, you don't have to have strong fingers. All you need is just to know that your opponent is a hook puller.
Yeah, he's a hook puller, and you don't have to stick your hand all the way up in there. Keep that thing hand to hand and keep your wrist as far away from Matenko as you possibly can. I can't imagine that if he's being told, if he's being coached, that coach is saying, listen, I'm not sure. The hook match, you prepare for your hook and get ready for it because there's a chance you can't stop him from hooking you. But we have to give it a try. We got to give it a try early, and we got to give it a try with some intelligence so that it doesn't work against us, like you said, because nothing's worse than being hooked while trying to top roll and then you're confident.
So are we saying that? Are we saying that, like, just I'm asking your opinion? Unless your name is Devon, that anyone who is pulling against Matushenko needs to be ready for a hook war?
I mean, 100%, yes. 100. And listen,
and do you think that there is a
and it's almost automatic. It looks like automatic. Can you show me some film? How far would you have to go back to see Matenko not having the ability?
I will tell you something. Matenko was like 18 or 19. He pulled against Prime Taras, talking about 20 years ago. And nobody knew about him. So I saw that, and then I made a post about this. Look at this guy. Taras beat him 6-0, but every round it was like a drag hook. And Taras took almost everybody's wrist, including John, Yeah. And can you believe that at that age he was able to protect his wrist against Taras? So, but I would like to see also 115 kilo Devon versus Matushenko. I want to see where Matushenko's wrist. I think Matushenko thinks he can hook Devon, but he thinks possibly Devon will beat him inside.
Yeah, he just won't be able to pin him at the very end until is the problem. But listen, I like the a guy like Matenko that is so deliberate at putting Devon somewhere where, I mean, am I wrong by thinking that's where Devon's the most vulnerable?
Hook?
And losing weight. Getting him to be on a diet.
Listen. 115 kilo Devon can make like this. Right now, he's forcing himself for a mission to pull Levan while weighing heavy. But other than that, I think that like everyday Devon, I think he can make 115 in one day.
Yeah, well,
I'm not talking about 105. I'm talking about 115.
I know what you're saying. I'm just telling you that he was huge in Arlington.
No, I know, but listen, he's not gonna stay. He's not gonna stay there
bigger
forever.
than Brian Shaw.
No, he's not gonna stay there forever. This is what I try to tell you. He's
I
not
got you.
gonna
I'm
stay
just
there.
saying.
Listen, if he stays there forever, that is not good for his health. I think that he should, like, I don't know, like it is.
I like Devin. I think that if we make Devin, we need a Devin that is not pushing the limits to the 300 for the 215ers and the 105 guys. So the secret is getting him down even to 115 and then having such an amazing specialized offensive puller. Hey, that's something I'd pay a ticket for. Like, I don't want the ticket if I don't see a dominant way for a guy to finish. Matenko has a potentially dominant way to finish some of these matches. I would definitely like to see Matenko and Devin left-handed. Like, I think Matenko's the favorite.
I mean, it will happen sooner or later, but not in like if Devon is already pushing his weight up. I don't think that he's gonna cut to 253 and then go back there. So I think until he pulls against Levan, I think he will stay heavy. And Emilian Marius says, "Hello, Engin. You are the last hope versus Samushia." I don't think, my friend, but I can pull for.
How dare you use the champ's name in vain like that? We apologize, Samushia. We apologize.
Anyway, so maybe I want to start with Mindaugas, and let's see where it will go. Yeah. And so let's go. So you said that E1 is gonna win, but not easy, like close.
Yeah,
How close? 52-48.
Close. I'm going Matenko. Close match though, and also both are coming off a loss. It's close. It's close. It's close.
Okay. Who's coming out of loss?
Say again.
You said that they are coming from a loss or something. You said.
Yeah, right. Sergey lost and Matenko lost.
No, Sergey just beat Frank Lamparelli.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Sergey's match with Gorgi, but I guess he did have a match.
Yeah. Ginseng is good.
I got you. No worries. I'm on it. I got you. Yeah, you're right.
And Matushenko lost with left arm versus Alijan, but this is a right arm match. So let's go to the next one. Okay. David Dadikyan, Georgi Svetko, left arm. Just remember one thing. This is Georgi Svetko, healthy and strong. You have seen that, right? You have also seen his left arm. He's not bad.
I have.
Yeah. So
this is great. This is. I believe that he will have a more deliberate, a more scientific, a better arm wrestling approach than Alex Kradetskia. Just seemed like he didn't have any sort of recipe for how to change some things up, how to stay away, how to manipulate.
I will tell you something, Travis. Alex probably has like stronger side pressure, stronger pressure, while Georgi Svetko is a specialist about keeping himself outside of hook. And David Dadikyan is someone that needs to really like control your pronator and beat. He arm wrestle with the hand, So there would be, I think that, my opinion, I don't know who's gonna win because Dadikyan now is getting bigger and bigger, and he told me, Engin, I want to pull Vitaly Laletin. Is what he said. So he wants to pull Vitaly Laletin, and like whenever I mention this, nobody says that Vitaly is gonna kill him. Everyone says, anything can happen. So far what people thinks. So what I just say that I don't think that some people think that Dadikyan easy on the paper. I disagree. I don't know who is gonna win, but I don't think that. Do you think that like Dadikyan can maybe top roll?
No.
Svetko?
I mean, I don't. I mean, not that he can. Listen, he can try to hook him, Gorgi can try to top roll him, and then when that match goes, it really never moves. And it really turns into them equalizing each other's lane. But eventually, if that happens, that's in favor of Dadikyan. I think Dadikyan's stronger and has a 50-50 chance of going in his lane. So this is an uphill battle. This is, and listen, none of that surprises me. And listen, sometimes some guys would rather arm wrestle big guys than lose weight and arm wrestle little guys. Dadikyan is a prime example that him down at 105, that ain't necessarily the best version of him. When he comes in there chubby, his left arm is crazy strong. This is going to be real interesting. I think Gorgi has to really show us that this dude's a superior arm wrestler. And right now, you can argue that he lacks just a little bit of arm and side pressure, or everybody's in trouble with him right-handed. Like, it's so close. You have to be able to arm wrestle right-handed against Gorgi with a compromised hand at some point during the match. Some of the guys can do it, some can't. Dadikyan left-handed, if he's compromised, how devastating is it to him? That's the question. I'm saying Dadikyan, like you said, is on a mission. I like Fedko, but I'm going Dadikyan close, 70-30, and it has a lot to do with even if he is able to manipulate and get some sort of outside release, I don't think he can get enough. And that even when it's compromised but still tight and close, Dadikyan will have enough side pressure for Gorgi.
Okay,
But it's going to be close. It's going to be close.
Yeah. There is one.
And Fedko looked better than I've ever seen him in Arlington. His silhouette, the hardness of his upper body, he was awesome. So we'll see.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody wrote that like if Georgi Svetko beats Dadikyan, then Devon should automatically be ranked. But we don't do the ranking that way, my friend. That is the recent results. Devon needs to beat people from like higher ranked, and then he can rank higher. Just not like that he had a win some years ago or something. Hariom no top roll. I heard Minda is favorite arm master of Travis.
I am a fan. I'm a fan. I like him.
Yeah. Do you cry when he loses?
No, nobody. I'm too selfish to cry. But
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then I won't. I cannot make you cry. So anyway, so let's go. Pauline versus David Samushia.
And what's the weight?
95.
So Paul's gonna be light, huh?
No, Paul always pulls. Except 2 matches, all of Paul's matches were 95.
Yeah, but I just feel like the last couple of times I've seen him, he has been swelled up.
I mean, when he pulled against Rustam in Orlando, he was 95, and when he pulled against
so
Krasnodar,
Samushia's up then, right?
Yeah. I think that 2 days ago, or yesterday, he shared a photo. He said he's 88 kilo now.
Okay.
So he is about
this is awesome. We've kind of already seen it. Paul was close. I mean,
Paul won that match.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, Paul's. This is a match that he can win. It's just, man, I've just seen Samushia step up so many times. No matter what happens, round one, I've seen Samushia absolutely dominated 3 times, probably, right?
No, I think round one. I think I don't know how it went. You talking about their first match?
No, not even their first match. Just in general, I've seen them pull, and it's close, right? It's really close. Paul was able to win, and then I've seen Samushia in trouble multiple times after round one or round two, and then just continue. What is it? 10 times?
Yeah, he won 10 times.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, I'm stuck, right? I love Pauline, where he lives 1 hour and a half up the road. He is an absolute pillar in the community. He's an outstanding human being.
But when it is 95 kilo, then do you think the things are? Do you think that
he's got
David Samushia, who won 10 times world title in 85 kilo, like how close can he come to what he did in 85 kilo in 95 kilo? That when there is Irakli, when there is Rustam, when there is Rustam, when there is Irakli, when there are other guys, like Petrenko now, we have.
Yeah, you have to assume that because of how entertaining and close the 85 matches have looked, that it's not going to be real easy for him to win at 95. However, it's not easy for Paul to win at 95 kilograms. So it's close. It's so close. I'm just telling you that I love rooting for the Americans. Pauline's probably our favorite guy. And with all of that said, he's still the underdog because the champ is an absolute just killer. And, he's been on such a win streak. I'm saying it's close. And because it's close, that's just how much respect for Samushia that I have.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Artur Makarov, Daniel Prokopchuk.
Wow.
Incredible.
This is close, man. This is close. If you would have said,
one second, Travis. Let me
fix your video.
Yeah, because somebody called and let me try to come back. Yeah, now it's back. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a great argument for both of these guys. You pull Mindaugas tape, you see Daniel hand on him 3-0. Fourth match, runs into trouble, ends up losing.
It was 2-0 and then 4-2 ended, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. But look,
yeah, I mean almost the same thing.
Yeah, no problem. And listen, you're on this Mindaugas high, and it's great. And then you see Mindaugas and Arthur, and it's it had its. If you're looking for some way for Mindaugas to get just a little more, and then maybe it could have turned into something. It didn't. Then I think Arthur's last performance was even more impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just the control and all that. So, but I believe that Daniel's arm is much stronger than Mindaugas. And I know he wants it. I think that you could be in this if there's a little triangle there where Mindaugas has a chance against Daniel. And I think it has a lot to do with Daniel's nonchalant attitude with Mindaugas after he was up 2-0. But whatever the case, Arthur kept the gas on and he handled Mindaugas. So you got to make him the favorite. But I think that it could be Daniel can beat Arthur. Arthur can beat Mindaugas, and Mindaugas can pull Daniel much better. That is a possibility. I'm rooting for Daniel. I just have a little more relationship with him. But this is a great match. These, in my opinion, these are the two best guys that are going at it right here.
Yeah.
The two best guys in that weight class.
Engin, will we see Artem Taranenko at East vs West or King of the Table? I don't have. He won 2 qualifications and we invited, but he didn't do well. So right now I don't have plan for him. Let's go. Gennady versus Ibrahim Sago, 115 kilo world title match.
Yeah, this is an awesome match too. I believe that Gennady might be better fit for that 253 as well too. That class could be awesome for him. I believe that Gennady has a few more tools in the toolbox. I'm not sure if he has one any sharper than the pressing hook that Ibrahim is going to give to him. This is a great match. I could see, much like Reno, it taking a few starts before Gennady can put the brakes on, and then maybe a very thrilling come from behind victory. So I'm going to say it's best of 5, right?
Yeah. No,
3
best
to
of 7. This is the world title because Reno
no
is
worries.
injured.
Okay.
Reno is injured, so
So
this is interim title.
I'm going to say 4-2 Gennady, and him having to come back, definitely to have to come back from behind. So whether he loses the first 2 rounds or loses round 1 and 3, he will be down 2-1 or 2-0 before. I do believe he has just enough grit and enough stopping power, and he just seems to feed off the energy once he does stop the match. So yeah, I think it's going to be close though, and I wouldn't be surprised either if we find out that there's not much, because listen, there was really not much difference. Like Reno and Ibrahim was an awesome.
4-3.
It was awesome. It was awesome, and there is a chance that those 2 top guys are better than, where is Gennady right now? We have him around 6th to 9th. Where's he ranked at in the super heavies?
Gennady?
Yeah.
Okay, the first is Levan, and then Devon, and then Hermes, and then Jerry, and then Michael, and then Gennady. I think Gennady is 6, I think.
So here it is. How far down the super heavyweight rankings do we feel comfortable with the lower class champion having a chance? Right now.
Listen, I wouldn't judge like that because the 140 Gennady and 115 Gennady are not the same Gennady. 140 Gennady would do crazy things in 115, but whenever he loses the weight, then we don't know what's gonna happen.
No doubt. So let's say, just a general opinion, if you are a super heavyweight that even has the option of getting to the 115 class.
Do you know who's going down to possibly to 115?
Hold on, let me think. Who's going down? Morzov.
No. Morzov was 140 kilo monster. I know. Do you know who? I will tell you. Dave Sheffield. Possibly.
Oh, yes. And that's a good place for him.
Yeah. Because he's eating, drinking, everything is 125 kilo.
No doubt.
If he can lose just 5 kilo and then 5 kilo water loss, 115, and then competition day, he's already over 120 kilo. And he would do, listen, that's very exciting. To see him against all those guys, it would be incredible. Yeah.
Yes, and it would put the fire back in the promotional standpoint with his name. So it's great. Yeah. It's good for everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely
Yes.
good.
Yeah. Okay. So who's winning? Gennady winning or the?
Gennady's gonna win for whatever reason. I can't believe that Gennady was 140 and he's got to go all the way to 115. That does scare me.
Listen, do you know what was happening before he pulled Devon? He was actually going down. He was already, and then he pushed himself for the weight. He was ready to pull Devon both in 115 and super heavyweight. So we decided to do super heavyweight match. So I think that like right now probably he has maximum 15 kilo left. And I think that he's gonna lose 6, 7, 8 kilo or something, like Devon did, water loss. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Gennady 4-2, but he is behind in the match at some point. He is behind.
Okay. Armin 1 bedroom. Engin versus Travis right hand today. Who would win? Of course, me. I am. Ask Travis who has the winning record. Okay, now crazy match. Crazy match. Crazy. And this match first time happened when you won the overalls in 2005 Zloty. Oh, you said that nobody cares about the overalls, right? Okay, yeah, let's forget about that.
Nobody cares about the overalls. Yeah.
So you be careful when you talk. I will remind you.
Well, I mean, it depends. On that particular tournament, no one cared about the weight classes.
They did.
All the money was in the overall. So yeah, no problem.
Listen, in the event, the overall had
a key.
Harley pool.
Yeah, the
Harley
biggest problem
Davidson.
with our match is that I didn't think I could win the overall after the match I had in my class.
I look
So
at that match like
it was
15,
either lose, and I think that I
15.
pulled you.
Listen.
Did
It
I
was
pull you in the losers bracket, right? You had already lost 2 in the overall, right?
15, 20 seconds. Your match with the yes. Just go watch your match.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I just want you to know. For me, that was a 2-minute match.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
But in my
And
cardio was so
you know
bad.
what? You said that it was losing side. Yes, I took Dan Victor's wrist, and then the elbow pads were like across each other, not angled like this.
Yeah.
And he was just current WAF world champion, and he was probably 100 no, what 100 pounds? Yeah,
Hey,
100 pounds.
keep talking.
No, I will wait for you. Just come.
Hold on. Yes. How you doing, sir? What up, dude? I'm on this podcast. I got like no time. What can I do for you? Do you need me to sign something? Hey, no, sir. I'm actually out here on behalf of my name is Matt. I'm out here on behalf of the Egle Special Project.
He doesn't have podcast. He's lying to you.
Barefoot needs it, so I love you. My guy, you're the man. Sorry about that.
You can keep him.
All right, sorry about that. I had the insurance man at the door. All right.
Oh.
Wanted to give me a new roof. He wanted to give me a new roof.
Okay. Anyways, forget about it. Rustam Babayev Tatachings.
Wow. I am hoping that finally Todd can figure it out and that it's not a just matchup problem for him. But I would say the last 2 times that they pulled, I thought Matt was good. I mean, I thought that Todd was going to win, but for some reason, I don't give Rustam Babayev the respect and honor that he deserves because he is amazing. And I just hope for the United States and for Todd Hudson's sake that he can get this monkey off his back, so to speak, and finally get a win.
Yeah, a lot of people are criticizing you being too biased for where you are from. And a lot of people are complaining to me, also privately about you. Yeah. No, not only because of that. They I don't know. I mean, who is controlling them? But yeah. Anyway, so I think you're doing a great job. And I love.
We need a little variety so that way you see if it's a good job or not. Like, to me, I'm open to share the mic because I'm trying to learn too, like every day. And forcing the producers, Adam, Neil, Robert, everybody that, everybody's doing what they think they should be doing, but they would love to be told exactly what you can and can't do. So if I lose that comedy feel, I don't know if I would be as effective. So just so the arm wrestling world knows, and I'm trying as hard as I can. I'm enjoying it. And as long as it keeps going on, it'll keep going on. But I definitely understand the me being the American fanboy.
Not only that, people also think that you are often repeating the same things. They think that way. Yeah. Anyway, so
and they are right. And they are right because it's a 5-hour show. Yeah, they're right. They are right. It's tough.
Yeah. Okay. Todd Hutchins versus Rustam, you are sporting Todd, I understand. But can you give us some objective insights,
I mean, yeah, listen, I just think that also that Todd is like literally getting better. So, and obviously I feel that there's an opportunity and I think that Todd has gotten better to the point that he can right this wrong, right? That's in his life, right? Like this has to be one of the few matches that Todd Hutchings really feels a little bit of pressure because he's usually a pretty easygoing guy. There has to be, well, at least you could presume this is one of these matches that he kind of matters to him. Like,
yeah, a lot.
And it also too, it really just reiterates that Rustam's he's an awesome guy. And I think that because of Todd's popularity right now, maybe not for Rustam and his family, but for the arm wrestling world, I know I could be wrong about this because I'm an American, but I think that Todd's the favorite.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
But the reality is that he's never won. So,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he didn't win. Yeah, but all I will just say that 2 times that Todd pulled against Rustam and lost, Todd was the guy either this or this. Now the guy has this, but it's not the same Todd. But when Todd loses, Todd is losing against the people who controls his pronator. The first time when Prudnik beat him, he was able to control. And then second time is Dadikyan beat him, and he couldn't even go to strap. Dadikyan and was strong. So Rustam may be one of those that
kryptonite.
Yeah. But I don't know yet. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if Todd would know better himself. I don't know if Todd should pull outside by hoping that he can neutralize, Rustem's wrist. If he can do that, he's gonna win that match because nobody can play the flat wrist side pressure game with Todd, as far as I have witnessed. You understand?
Yeah.
And so Rustem needs to control him. And if Todd makes all the game plan outside and Rustam hooks him, that's bad news for Todd. Do you understand? Because like you are dividing your outside game and inside game during the preparation. But if Todd thinks that he may not be able to get out and he does fully inside game against Rustam, because I mean, if you realize Dadikyan beat Todd inside, even he brought him right from here. I would never think that Todd is here, and he was able to lift him from there and win. So, do you agree? I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you're saying, and it's interesting too, what Todd believes that does he have a problem with doing his normal stuff against Rustam, and the only reason he would do the normal game plan if he hasn't, he may have already expanded, like you said. He may already be different puller. But does Todd think that he has to do something new, or does he think that he could do the old style with this new strength? That's interesting. I am praying that Todd gets over this hump, and because this is the championship match as well, right?
Yeah.
I think that plays in Todd's favor. Although it's funny too, because all those times in the past, some of those matches were over 6 rounds, and just when you thought that, oh, okay, well, Todd's going to get stronger as we go, it almost started getting a little bit easier for Rustam.
But that's how it happens. One guy is if dominant. Do you know how it is? Like you have endurance at the like power that you have. If something heavier than what you can handle is happening all the time, you get exhausted. You understand? You get like, and then you can't really like. It's just like you can hold 40 kilo, but somebody's dropping 45 kilo. It goes like this, 45 again. So because if the guy is stronger and if he's beating you, he's not getting tired either. You are the one that was trying to handle something more than you can. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Neil is in the chat. Hello, Neil. Great to see you, my friends. And we need to do podcasts. You and Travis are the top 2 that I enjoy talking arm wrestling for sure. Yeah, I think we should do 3 of us and maybe add one more, and then we do 4 of us. Anyway, so you are saying that, and another thing is that, like, I think that Todd has never managed to go to strap with Rustam, but possibly he may do it this time. Yeah, we will see. But the Rustam I saw in Atlantic City against Sandris was a dangerous one.
Yeah, I didn't think he could. I thought Sanders would be too big, and then too Kevin Bongardish just hogging the hook, and he would shut it down, but it really wasn't close. Yeah, Rustam's a bad dude, but let's go. Toddzilla, keep it going, Todd. Don't lose that belt so soon.
Okay. And the main event.
Go ahead. Say the names. Let me hear it.
Come on, Travis.
Come on, I want to hear you say
I
it.
can't believe that.
I can tell.
I can't believe that you don't even follow the
by
card.
the way you say the names. I can tell.
Okay,
I can
ladies
tell
and
who
gentlemen.
you think's gonna win.
Michael Todd versus Vitaly Laletin. And people are saying, why Travis cannot say the names correctly? And I tell them it's because Travis doesn't care. Travis is so spoiled. Travis is so spoiled and feels so secure in his place that he says, however I say the names, and you will invite me no matter what.
All good. Yeah, exactly. This is great, right? This is great because I do believe that we are. I don't even know who we want to win, honestly. Like the arm wrestling world. If Vitaly,
listen, why do we need to want someone to win? Let two great arm wrestlers
once
to each
again,
other. The one who deserves.
I'm putting Michael Todd. I'm putting Michael Todd in the same category as Egle, and I am telling Egle and Michael Todd, don't ruin the potential super heavyweight match. And in my opinion,
why not Michael pulling Levan? You are saying
no
that.
problem.
Listen, Michael. You are saying that if Michael beats Laletin, he's gonna ruin the Laletin versus Devon match. So
no. And that's gonna ruin it too. I want to see Vitaly and Levan. What is the problem? Why can't we set this up?
But listen. Listen. 1 second. Wait. You ask a question. So we are in April right now. They will pull in May, and we know that Levan is pulling in June, and we know that Levan pulls twice a year. So his second match will be end of the year. So do you want me, Laletin, to wait from when did he pull the last time the right arm match? He pulled left arm match, and you want me to keep Vitaly Laletin without the right arm match from November 2024
no, I do not. No, I don't
okay,
want
then why you say that? Why you say that? Why we don't set Laletin versus Levan? I am ready to set, but does Laletin want to be inactive for 13 months? With right arm.
No, I don't think that we want him to be inactive. We want to see him pull. We want to see him pull Michael Todd. We want to see him pull Devin. You're doing everything right. However, if I'm talking to Michael Todd, do not ruin this for us. Because right now, we don't feel like you or Devin can beat Levan today. Right now, I will tell you this. Devin's got enough behind him that it's okay to set that match, right? I'm okay to see that match, Devin and Levan. But
because listen, when Devin is we saw Devin today is not the same. Like I was surprised. Like, why would Devin show up 265, 70 pounds against Levan on April 2024? You understand? And today, what Devon is doing is the right strategy. You to make your endurance effective, you first need to be, you understand, really
I'm waiting for Levan to go down. As of right today, I am starting to gain some energy about Hermes and Levan. I'm starting to get behind Hermes. I like the shit talking. I like the post that said, "You think I'm using fake weights because you can't lift the weight."
Surprising, huh? Surprising.
I'm ready, right? So
today, one of the idiots told me that, Engin, I think you told Levan to say it's like a fake weight. It would never even come to my mind, and Levan had no mercy. He talked a lot. He said, tell him to come to Tbilisi so I can teach him how to train properly, And I said, why you don't show your waist? He says, because like I don't want him to be scared type of thing. You understand?
Of course.
And Hermes also yesterday he made a video. He also said things, and so I think
And it was and Hermes' his time off makes a guy like me start to think that he has no chance. But then you see him in
opposite
Tbilisi.
way, opposite
You see,
way.
well, I'm saying you also, but for me, you see him in Tbilisi, and he's a beast, and
Yeah,
he's elegant. I mean, eloquent, and he's coordinated, and he was perfect.
yeah.
Right? He did great. So now I'm starting to build that. But just know that I want to see Levon go down. So I want to see Vitaly, then I want to see Devin, then Michael Todd. I don't care. But as of today, I believe Vitaly has the best opportunity to put Levon's hand and wrist in a place where we can start to see maybe a lack of arm wrestling skills. Not that he has a lack of arm wrestling skills. We are hoping as fans that he gets tied up, right? And then he starts to lose his endurance and Vitaly can win or Devin can win or Michael Todd can win. What I don't want to see is Michael Todd beat Levon so that we understand that there's more of a group of four and they're under Levon. I don't want Devin, Vitaly, Hermes, and Michael Todd to all be in the same little category, and we don't have any faith in any of them. Right today, I have a tremendous amount of faith in Vitaly Laletin right-handed. I hope that Michael Todd doesn't ruin it May 10th so quickly. But on the flip side,
I don't understand that part. If Michael is beating Vitaly, why doesn't it give you hope that maybe
well,
Michael is the
because
one?
it's just
Maybe
because
Michael
it's
is the one that will beat Levan. Because listen, I will tell you something. Hermes is a very strong guy. I will tell you, Hermes wasn't comfortable with Levan's that giant hand and powerful wrist and everything. It is very very hard to take the hand. So, but when Hermes can have a good grip, Hermes is a strong guy, and Hermes, I don't know what you are thinking, but Hermes barely beat Michael in Tbilisi.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Hermes did everything perfectly. He played everything. If Hermes would just try to beat him, he would probably lose that match. Hermes and Michael, they played a chess game, which Hermes won. And
Yes.
so what I am just saying that, like, Michael,
It's too
if if
fresh.
if,
It's
if
too
Michael
fresh in
was,
our brains, and it's too fresh. If
yeah,
Michael Todd beats Vitaly, it will be a great show, but it will prove that there is only one true contender, and that is Devin Larrett. That's what
yeah,
it's
how
going
do
to
you
be.
know?
I
Maybe,
hope.
maybe, maybe, maybe Michael is gonna get better, and then maybe Michael is the one to beat Levan. How do you know that? Why not? Because
Yeah,
listen, you cut me too
I
early.
don't.
What I
I
just
don't
tried to
not know
say
it.
that the only thing I want to say that, like, to hold Michael and beat like this is not that easy. He stops you. So what I'm just trying to say that if I didn't see Levan doing this before, I would just think that there is a danger for Levan. But what I
Yeah, but
just tried
after
to,
Levon, listen, after Levon, uh, the way he chose to pull Jerry Cataret, it will be a big problem for Michael Todd as well.
yeah, listen. There is a guy that Hermes barely beat Matt.
You got to be kidding.
One guy said Hermes barely beat Michael Todd. He says you got to be kidding, my friend. Just watch, go and watch what Hermes says. He's
Hey,
Hermes himself said.
Andre,
Hermes
England's the
himself says that.
boss. But I agree with you, Andre. I just couldn't say it to his face.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah, come
go.
on, Travis. You are just a shit starter. Hermes himself said that. Hermes said that he was that close. Anyway, so okay, you are just we need to uh like 1 second. Josh Cook says, Engin, if Neil Pickup can get his wrist healthy, can we get a Neil Pickup versus Travis match? That is guaranteed money.
I'm into that one. That's the first opponent anyone has ever offered that I accept. I am in. Let's go. Let's
Okay,
go.
diabolical
Quality, quality.
diabolical Billy says, Travis, the geezers like if a monster truck and a game show host had a love child, then raised it on protein powder ego and chance of USA. Now he is less world champion and more QVC pitchman with delusions of grandeur. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, hey, let me let me translate that for you. Okay, that's saying that Travis used to be good. He's not that good anymore. He's more of a sideshow game show host. And the monster truck and the game show host are just like the monster trucks being overwhelming, loud, obnoxious. The game show host trying to be funny. I got you, kid. I agree with everything you said.
Listen. Like that is the part, Travis. Like if people didn't see those times, you understand, they don't realize how good some people were.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like everything has an end. You understand? Like we will never. I mean, look at John Burzing. Do you think that John Burzing you saw in Arlington is the same John Burzing that you saw in 2006 Vegas?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, yeah. I wish that
Yeah,
I wish that Yoshi would have had the wherewithal, the intelligence, the reading the room better. He should have gave a little one that round three. If John wins round three, the place in Arlington, you're not getting your security deposit back.
yeah, but people are not naive, you know. Anyway, so I mean, I don't.
Hey, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question. Do you think
Yeah,
that Vitaly Laletin will train differently in order
listen.
to?
People go there. Dino, I'm a big fan, big Hermes fan, but yes, Hermes barely won. He says, and now no super chat. Yeah, let's go. Um. Okay, so you start. What do you what do you think about that match? Like you know Michael forever. How difficult it is to flash pin him. Do you agree that Michael is the probably the best defensive puller or
He's
like
definitely the most consistent, meaning
yeah.
it doesn't matter how good you are, the breaks do get stopped. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. And you
Yeah.
have to show some ability to transition. I mean, it's
And
just,
do you think Laletin is the one of the best flash pinner, that explosive guy?
I mean, there's no doubt about it because it's
Yeah.
like
Okay. So what I just try to say, how would you rank Pushkar and today's Vitali? Because in Pushkar's prime, um, Vitali was like 110 kilo guy. Now he's 150 kilo. So, but Pushkar had one of those like strong grip and the incredible back pressure and followed with a side pressure. So Michael was able to stop. Like Michael pulled like two super matches and 12 rounds in those super matches, and 10 rounds he put a break
yeah.
on Andre, and he defeated him 8 times. So what do you think, what is the possibility of, okay, listen, the way that you talk, like, oh, Michael is gonna ruin, this like Laletin versus Levan match, so you seem like you believe Michael is gonna beat Vitali.
I believe that there is a style problem that would give the indication and the loss to Vitali. It's a fact. And here's another bit of evidence. I don't like the way, I didn't like the way Vitali pulled Kamil left-handed. I think he lacked a little bit of surgeon, a little bit of technique. And he did it so with power, and he did it with his style, but he didn't do it perfectly. So that just leaves the door open that Vitaly is not going to change anything up. And we have not seen a guy able to pull that way against Michael Todd. I mean, we have seen people beat Michael Todd that did it their way, but man, it takes a little bit. And then as soon as we saw Vitaly's wrist fold a little bit the other day against Morozov, I didn't. It was more panic It was more panic and aggression than it was any sort of calm, kind of masterful maneuvering in order to get it back. It was, this is what I'm doing. They say go, I am out leveraging, out hiding, and then I am an outside puller all the way to the corner of the pad. And he was able to beat Kamil, but that match could happen again. That was close.
Yeah, very close. So, very close. Yes,
yeah. So we're saying Michael Todd has the ability to make sure that Vitaly has to do some maneuvering. He has to have his balance and control. He's got to be able to hit second, 3, 4, 5 times in order to finish Michael Todd. If he does and he's not that guy, it's going to be thrilling if he can't pin him and Mike's able to come up and push. And I also think that Michael can gamble a little bit more to try to do something to stop it, because I don't know if Vitaly can beat him in a hook, or I think Vitaly has a less power than the other guys, but more devastating position and control. This is close. It's close-ish, but man, listen, let's put Vitaly some respect on this man's name and say that he's a bad dude and he's the second guy. That match with Hermes was so close, and Hermes is, that match is the only bad thing on the resume. Besides that, I mean, I guess he getting pushed down by.
When you say that Vitaly is the second guy as a runner-up after Devon, or you think he can beat Devon?
I don't know if he can beat Devon, but I just want him to he can do more damage at the start to Levon than Devon seems to be able to do. And then we're waiting on Devon to do it at the end, but it's not getting there. Vitaly, I think, can be a real problem at the very beginning, hand to hand, and more devastating than any of the other guys right now. So, and I could be wrong, but I want to see Vitaly and Levon.
Where would you bet your money, on Michael or Vitaly?
I'm putting my money on Vitaly, but I'm not putting that much money on it. And I'm going to have a victory celebration with Michael Todd if he is able to do that, because it will be awesome.
Okay. What is the possibility that match to be flash pinned by Vitaly 3 times?
Very small opportunity.
Okay.
There is a good opportunity to do it 2 times, and then the third one be uneventful, because after the brief stoppage, Vitaly is able to still win. He could win easy 3-0, but he can't win without being stopped. And you know what I thought too? I thought Michael's I like when Michael gets way up here and flies out, and he usually does it early in every match, and he looked pretty good doing it with Hermes. Mike needs to focus on that and do it more than one time. And because if he does, Vitaly has to be more careful than Hermes of not getting hung up.
So you are saying that since you said that it is very, very little Vitaly to flash pin Michael 3 times, so you are saying that, so it means that you're putting the money on Vitaly. So you are saying that match can stop and Vitaly still can win.
He may not win the match that stops, but he can win the next start or the start after that.
Listen, so you are saying that Vitaly fresh winning 2 rounds, and the third round he is getting stopped and he is having a war. And then you are saying
having a war is one thing. His elbow coming off the pad.
But listen,
and getting a restart.
But it is still round 3. So you cannot tell me that he's gonna have quickly 2 elbow fouls and the round 3 will finish that way. That is, we don't know. So if the match is gonna stop, are you saying that match is gonna be easy win with Michael? I don't think so.
Nope.
Michael is not gonna beat Vitaly before Vitaly kind of gets exhausted within the rounds. You understand? He will
I
still
agree.
be the one who is attacking. So you are saying that after such a war, one more round, he's gonna flash pin Michael.
He's going to realize he has to.
He has to,
He
but he
has
couldn't do
to.
it on round 3
Well, but
when he
listen,
was fresh. And now you are saying that
after
after
you
a
do it
war,
twice,
listen,
it
he
is
did twice,
easy for
and then third round.
everybody.
Listen,
It's
after
easy for
third
everybody
round.
to not go as hard
So you
the
are saying
third
that
round.
round 3 he's gonna have a war, and then he won't be fresh, and he may still flash pin Michael.
You're putting words in my mouth,
Okay, so
about
how
the
it,
war.
okay.
You like let's define war.
Listen,
There is
the round 3, how is it gonna be not a war, since you and I, we both agree that that match is not going to end before Laletin is exhausted, and
no
him to
doubt.
be
But
exhausted,
let's go back to Morozov and Vitaly. After
yeah.
that, I mean, listen, Vitaly can still arm wrestle.
Listen.
He can still arm wrestle.
Morozov, first of all, Morozov got injured badly. First of all. Second of all, Morozov pulling that style and Michael pulling that style about the memory of that style, like Michael's memory is right here, pulling that style. He can pull 3 years in a row,
Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, Morozov, there's more. There's more. There's more resistance from Morozov from here to here than it will be with Michael.
No, what I'm just saying, the endurance. Well, I talked with Morozov. Morozov said he got injured. He said on round 1 and round 2, both rounds, he got, like elbow, like the truth is, the round 1, when Morozov stopped Vitaly and beat him, I thought it was over. Probably you thought the same way.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't
Even
know.
the look on Vitaly's face, like he was really, I mean, that first round took a lot out of him. And honestly, very impressed with how he, injury or not, very impressed with how Vitaly responded. I'm telling you that if Vitaly is intelligent, he can be absolutely overwhelming, similar to the way Ermis was. Because even though Ermis, it was close, Ermis was also just one step ahead with everything. It was perfect and ended up having to really do it 4 times, not even 3 times, because of winning the whatever that was there in match 3 or match 3 and getting the restart again. So there's a valid argument that Ermis beat Michael Todd 4 straight times. So I wouldn't be surprised at all seeing how awesome, and Michael's got to adjust too to the height of Vitaly. We don't know that he even has an answer for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be Vitaly wins. I'm hoping Michael Todd proves me wrong, but let's go with just from a strict fan of East vs. West and a very deviant human being that is jealous of all the champs, always wants them to lose. In my mind, there's 2 guys right now that can beat Levon. Probably I should put Ermis in there, so let me just go 2.5. Ermis half, but we have Devin that's probably, and the only reason is we love him and we recognize the difference in weight, his personal weight, and that it's getting bigger and he looks like he's getting better and he's awesome. And then the last guy, the guy that has the best chance right now, in my opinion, is Vitaly Laletin. And I don't want to
Listen, if it is Vitaly Laletin, then he needs to prove himself and do it,
I agree.
We are not gonna keep Vitaly Laletin 13 months inactive, and we are not gonna give him easy matches that we know that he's gonna listen. I said him with Morozov, he beat Morozov badly. I said him with Zerano, who beat Revas very badly, and he beat him badly too. So it is normal that Vitaly is gonna have tough matches. Let's see how this match will end up.
One more match for Vitaly, right-handed, against Michael Todd. Then we go Vitaly left hand. If you have to, Vitaly left hand again.
How about listen, Devon and Vitaly in August, no?
I mean, it is good, but also it's like it's it's just
Listen,
gonna,
listen, listen, listen. I say this. If Michael wins, Michael says that he's not gonna pull anyone until he pulls Levan. For Vitali, for Vitali, Vitali is saying that he wins or lose. It doesn't matter against Michael. He wants to pull against Devon. And another thing, one last thing I will ask you, and then we will finish. What do you think about Vitali's potential? Do you think that Vitali maybe like this guy is, you know, and he is already 150 kilo. He doesn't really show the weight. He doesn't look, bloated. He doesn't look fat. He doesn't like, so he can carry probably 20 more kilos. I don't know how much he will help, but do you think that with his full potential, you know, like he may become someone even more than we can imagine, or no?
there's no doubt about it. And listen, here's the real deal. At what point does he decide that 20 kilograms is what's needed? He may not need it. He
No, no, I'm
might
not saying
be.
he. I'm not saying
Yeah.
he needs it, but I'm just saying that the guy is getting bigger. He told me that he was 123 kilo when he pulled Levan at top eight. 123 kilo. Now 27 kilo. People may say that the weight doesn't automatically mean power or something, but this guy still looks skinny when he was 123 kilos. So the
Yes.
weight and weight is different. Some weight gains are not. I'm now 91 kilo, no good weight. But you if you gain by really size, then you may become.
Yeah,
Uh,
I could be wrong, but to me, Vitaly looks better every time I see him. Every
yeah,
time
yeah,
I
yeah. I
see him,
agree. I
every
agree.
time,
Maybe
yeah,
maybe
every
two
time.
percent, maybe 2%, maybe 3%. But he's getting big. This is what I try to say.
And it's honestly, he's doing it the way you're supposed to do it.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes, best
yeah,
way, best way. Not
yeah,
like 2 months and
three,
20 kilo. He gained like 1 kilo, 2 kilo, 1 kilo, 2 kilo. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
You're right.
and he's filling
There is,
out too. You can
yeah,
see
there is a
shoulders are different.
there is a question. I don't think that you will answer objectively. You will probably answer in the way to tease me. Um, Big Grove goes. Travis, is Engin going to beat Mindaugas? You will say no, no,
No chance. No
no chance,
chance.
no chance.
Ingen, man. Listen, you see the gray hair on Ingen? It's over. Didn't you see John Brzenk? Ingen and John, that might as well have been Ingen up there when John pulled Yoshi. Tom is undefeated. No chance. Hey, let me ask you this, and I don't want to make you mad. I don't want to make you mad.
Okay, if you don't want to make me mad, don't ask me. Don't regret later.
I don't want to make you mad, but do you think that there is even a chance that Mendagas and Giannis, that was just a staged match?
What match?
Mendagas and Giannis.
Yeah,
How did it? How did both of them look so good in the same match?
I don't think that they both look good. I mean, like when you say they look at the beginning, to me, Giannis looked good. Later, in fact, to me, all match long, like it depends, this if
You like
according
Giannis.
listen
You like the way Giannis operated.
according
You
to
like
you,
Giannis.
listen, according to you, like if looking good is pinning the guy, is Mindaugas look better. But if you are saying that technically being better, more dominant, looking good, to me, Giannis look better.
Yeah, I
You
think they
understand?
both did an exceptional job of looking good, making the other person look good. I'm saying that they staged the match,
They what?
that they rehearsed the match and staged it, fake match.
Oh, come on.
Ah!
Come on, Travis. Come on.
I know you. I
Listen,
don't want to
listen,
make you
listen,
mad,
listen.
man. I know
No,
you
I'm not,
all.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just laughing at you.
Okay.
Like, are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? You are like, one is like a real legend, other one is legend in making, and they did a historical match, and you to even mention such a thing is just like, listen, like it's just seriously
It was
like
too
it
pretty.
is.
It
It
was too
is.
pretty. They both did too good. I didn't
Do
like
you
it.
know why? Do you know why? Because technically, like right now, look at like who is the most money making boxer ever?
Floyd Mayweather,
Mayweather. What is his weight? 50 pounds.
130 to 145, somewhere in that range.
Okay. And who is the most money making guy in UFC? Conor
Well, I
McGregor.
don't. Is it still Conor McGregor?
I mean, like when you say still, I mean nobody made more than he did. You understand?
Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you. Yeah, I
So
got
what
you.
I'm just trying to tell you that arm wrestling, unfortunately, we are still in a place that bigger is the better, type of thing. While the other sport disciplines, they already are over. They look for the quality and everything.
Yeah,
So Mindaugas Tarasaitis versus Yanis Amorin's match, from the perspective of person who knows arm wrestling, is right here. That
yeah,
match,
big.
right there. So I mean, of course, the people just look at how many centim bicep, how many kilo he's lifting, and they care like in the past, like they care about those muscle cars, just like with things
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
But now they more care about some other things as well. Anyway, so it was incredible match, yeah. And Big Grove goes, Engin, your warm up match can be Travis. You can beat him up on your way to the fight. Yeah, I mean, come on,
Yeah,
man.
but here's the thing. Like,
I
I
will
think
tell you
that
something.
you
Why
probably.
these people
Yeah.
disrespect you so much? I know Big Grove God
Yeah, it's
is just
because I'm the
joking.
commentator. It's because I'm the
No.
commentator.
He's just joking. He's your fan. This guy is your fan,
Of
and
course,
yeah,
of course.
yeah, and he loves you. He's just joking. But I will just tell you, anyone who disrespects you about your arm wrestling past is disrespecting arm wrestling. You understand?
Yeah.
You are. Listen, like from uh, maybe not very early of 2000s, but very near to the mid 2000s to mid 2010s. I mean, you were like one of those guys.
Mega.
Yeah, yeah,
Mega.
yeah. Everyone, everything has an end. Everything. Muhammad Ali had an end. Usain
Well,
Bolt had an
I'm
end.
about to make a
Michael Jordan.
comeback, so I don't even want to hear about that ending shit. I'm about to make a comeback.
You are gonna make comeback?
Yes.
Okay. So just
I'm not going to let you trick me. I'm not going to let you trick me into arm wrestling these real good dudes. I'm starting off with Neil Pickup, and then we'll go from there.
okay. Just you know what to do. Just write me, and then tell me you want to go 253 or you want to go supers.
I don't know. That's going to be the test right there. That's going to be the test. Because listen, I'm just like Gennady. I can make 253, but I want to arm wrestle the 253 guys, but I want to be 300. I don't want to be 253. So that's the problem. That's the problem. So
come on, like then
I just gotta
you
I gotta
want.
get my swag back. I gotta start. I gotta really, really, really not even talk about it. Just get it done, and then it would be awesome because I could light that stage up if I was strong again. So we'll see. But it is gonna happen. Ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if I'm gonna win, but I'm gonna make another crack at it. Ain't no doubt about it.
But the real one, right? Not a fake
A real one. Yeah. I just did that last year for the money. It was great too. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you very, very much,
You the
Travis,
man.
and see you in Istanbul, my friend.
I'll see you in Istanbul on Mother's Day and
Not on Mother's Day.
Father's
Before.
Day. What is it? What is May 10th? It's some holiday.
It's the day before Mother's Day, I think. This
Right.
second
And then,
Sunday is the Mother's Day, I think. Yeah.
Right. So then that Mother's Day, May 11th, is also my anniversary. So I just want you to know how much I love arm wrestling.
Okay.
That I'll be with you.
Listen. Can I ask something? When you fly from like Sunday, you still make US on Sunday, right?
Yes. No worries. Yeah. It's
So
only
you are not missing.
It's only a 4-hour flight because of the time change.
Okay.
Easy
so
work.
that's what. Okay.
Easy
So your mother will not be okay. Anyway, so take care of yourself, Travis.
All right. See you, buddy.
Thanks to everyone. Yeah, for watching us.